Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sunil. Today we will discuss how to save millions of dollars by optimizing media processing services like Cloudinary, Imgix, ImageKit. Let's say you have built a product which is being used by millions of users. With the increase in customers, the revenue increases and the operation cost also increases. For example, the cost for cloud services or image processing services also increases. Several times we use external image processing services like Cloudinary, Imgix or ImageKit, which can help us to grow, or we can say to scale as we grow. That means also the pricing is the pay as you grow. So those pricing can also increase. Now it is the time to reduce the expense. If you can reduce the expense, then profit will increase. Let's understand how we can reduce the expense. For more such videos, subscribe my channel. Before proceeding further, let's understand the pricing of these media services. The pricing depends on three types of uses: storage, bandwidth, and transformation. Where storage defines the amount of files uploaded to the server. Bandwidth defines the number and size of request or response being solved, where we can say it's a request and response bandwidth. Transformation, it defines the dynamic transform or change of any media file from one format to another format. For example, conversion of PNG to JPG on the fly. So storage calculation, let's say one user uploads one photo of around 1 MB. So here we are saying that one file is 1 MB and we have 1 million user. That means 1 million files, which is 1 million MB or 1 TB. Now let's have a look on the bandwidth calculation. Let's say 1% of total user use the app every day. Our total user is 1 million. So 1% of total user means 10,000 customers use our app every day. And let's say one customer use 5 pages or makes 5 requests to see different images. So here we are saying that 5 requests per user, and we have 10,000 customers. That means 50,000 requests, and one request response we are considering approximately is 1 MB because our file size is 1 MB. So it is 50,000 MB for 10,000 customers per day. That means 50 GB per day, and for 1 month it is close to 15 TB per month. Bandwidth is 15 TB per month. Now let's see the overall cost. Let's say we are using the service where the price is $1 per GB or $1 for 1000 transformation. In that case, as we have used 1 TB of storage, so we can expect it's $1,000, 15 TB of bandwidth, that means $15,000, and let's say we are using 1 million transformation. So again $1,000 for that. So overall we need to pay $17,000 per month, which is closely we can say 13 lakh rupees per month. And just think that how much it will be in a year. It will be crores of rupees. Right? Now there is chance that there is chance of extra expense in these media services. So, what is the root cause of this extra expense? There may be chance of inefficient or improper usage of media files that can also increase the cost. So, what do we mean by inefficient or improper usage, and how we can optimize it? Okay, let's understand why optimization is required. Optimization is required to reduce the cost. Obviously, if the cost will reduce, then profit will increase, and it will improve the customer experience because the response time increase with the increase in file size. That means the customer needs to wait for long time or more time to see any response if the file size is more. And if we can reduce that time, then we can say that we can improve the customer experience. Now, where the optimization will be required, as we are using storage, bandwidth, and transformation, all these three types of services, so optimization is required in all these three areas. Let's understand different types of file types based on the usage. So, first is public static. These files needs to be accessed as it is, and these files are less secure, and no transformation is required. We can say if we have uploaded a file of PNG, we need to access it as PNG only, nothing else. Another is public dynamic. These files are public, but transformation can be used on demand. And restricted files can be accessed using certain identifier. No transformation can be used. Example of restricted files are profile photo. And let's say what is the example of public static files? There are different logos, or we can say icons we show in app which is not related to organization or in our product or our product. That is that can be considered as public static. Now let's consider how we can reduce the storage. First is clean up the unnecessary files periodically. Only keep the files which is necessary in this media services or media server. Use WebP or HEIC instead of PNG before uploading to the server. It is observed that WebP or HEIC files take closely 1/4 of the actual file size. For any bigger image, let's say a bigger image takes 1 MB in as a PNG in WebP, you can expect that it will be around 300 KB or less than that. So use WebP or HEIC instead of PNG before uploading. That can reduce the storage. Use tiny PNG or any services like that which can compress the image size or reduce the image size before uploading to the server. Now, less secured public images or non-media files can be moved to low-cost servers or CDN. Small static images can be put or can be shipped in the build for the application, like it can be part of APK or IPA files. For example, small icons which will be in bytes or KB. Why to unnecessarily put those things in our media server? And if those files are static, means it will not change on the fly. Now, how we can reduce the bandwidth? Implement cache mechanism in client side. Obviously, there will be cache mechanism in the server, but implementation of cache mechanism in the client side will reduce the network request to the server. Use transformation to access images in WebP or HEIC format dynamically. means the transformation will be used in client side. So all these two type of changes needs to be done in client side. And after transformation you will find that image URL will look. That means before making the network call we need to transform. Now transformation reduction. Use transformation where it is required. Let's say if an image is already optimized, then unnecessarily uh, using transformation will not help us to reduce the size. So in that case we can say transformation is unnecessary. So use transformation wherever it is required. Use resizing at client side wherever it is possible. Let's say the image is the original image 50 cross 50 pixel, and in client side we need to put in a placeholder of 48 cross 48. In that case resizing can be done in client side. No need to use transformation, because 50 cross 50 and 48 cross 48 those are nearly same. So this can be done in client side. And if the image size is, let's say 1000 cross 1000 pixel, and in client we need to display in 48 cross 48, then we need to use the transformation in server side. So this is one example how the original URL will look like, and this example is for Cloudinary, and how it will look after transformation. Okay. Conclusion: we can reduce the cost by 75% or more. We can reduce the API response time by 70%. What we achieved? Yeah, we achieved happy customers because we improvise the customer experience by reducing the waiting time for the customer, and happy business by reducing the operation cost. Thank you.